Once upon a time, not too long ago, in a land not too far away, there was a rich man who had one son. Now, this son came to his father one day and said, "Dad, I want to leave home. I want to do my own thing." The father said, "Well, son, if that's what you really want to do, I'm going to give you half of everything that I have, and then you can go and start your own life." So the father gave the son half of all that he owned, and the son left home happy with his newfound wealth. But after a while, the young man began to squander his money, and he ended up wasting it all. And then he started to feel sorry for himself. He was broke and hungry and didn't know what to do. Then he remembered his father. "Hey, if I just go back home," he thought, "my father will take care of me. He'll give me food and maybe even a place to stay." So he started walking towards his father's house. Meanwhile, the father missed his son very much. Every day he looked out over the hills, hoping to see him return. One day he was looking out over the hills when he saw a small speck in the distance. And as it got closer, he could see it was his son. And when the young man was still a long way off, the father ran out to meet him and embraced him and kissed him, and they were so happy to see each other. Now, the father wanted to make sure that his son would never go hungry again, so he gave him some money and told him to go into town and buy whatever he wanted. He went to the shops and bought new clothes and shoes and all kinds of nice things. Then the father took him home and gave him a big welcome. He introduced him to his friends and neighbors and told them all about how much he loved his son and how glad he was that he had returned home. Everybody celebrated with food and drink and music and dancing. They were so happy that the young man had come home, and the father said to himself, "My son is back where he belongs. I'll never give up on him, no matter what happens." Now, the young man realized that his father was right. He shouldn't have left home in the first place, but his father had taken him back with open arms. He was so grateful for his father's love and forgiveness. And so the father and the son lived happily ever after, just like in the fairy tales. And we can learn from this story that God loves us so much that He will forgive us no matter what we do. He is always ready to welcome us back home with open arms. Once an atheist said to a preacher, "Why do you Christians keep on forgiving people? Why don't you just give them one chance and then cut them off?" The preacher thought about this for a moment, and then he said, "Because God doesn't give us the people we deserve. He gives us the people we need, and then He takes the people He wants back." This is a true story. There was a man who had 2 sons. The younger son took his half of the inheritance and left home. When he had squandered it, he started to regret it. So he decided to return home. On the way, his father met him and asked him why he was leaving. The young man replied, "I wasted your money and I'm going home to apologize and ask for another chance." His father was very angry and said, "You wasted your share. What makes you think I'll give you another chance?" The young man said, "You're right, but I've learned my lesson. I promise I won't waste it. I'll work hard and make something of myself." The father thought for a moment. Then he reached down, picked up his son, threw him on his shoulder, and headed home. The young man was confused. "What are we doing?" he asked. "We're going home," his father replied. The young man said, "No, you don't understand. I said I was going home to apologize because I had wasted my share of the inheritance. I didn't say that I wanted to come back home." The father stopped walking, looked down at his son, and said, "That's exactly what I'm giving you another chance." Friends, God is our Father, and He wants us to call Him Abba, Father. He is waiting for us to return home with open arms. No matter how far we may wander or how much we may waste, God's love and forgiveness are always waiting for us. Let's thank God for His great love and mercy.